Hello everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. As you can see, today I'm filming down the beach and I've got something very special to bring you guys, and this is an exclusive, a brand new sort of release coming very soon. It's going to be out in October, and this is going to be the twisted assisted Spearpoint Wright and Sons jackknife. Now this one I have here is a prototype sent to me by James at Twisted Assisted, so I can get a first look and to give you guys a bit of a first look about what we're going to be expecting. But yeah, let's jump into it. Let me just pan the camera down and we'll take a look at the knife. So here it is, the new twisted assisted Wright and Sons Spearpoint jackknife. Now this does have two different handle materials. This is a prototype. So we have returning the Burlap Micarta, and we also have the black and green Micarta returning as well. You can see we have brass pins around this. We have pinched nickel silver bolsters. We also get the brass liners and the steel spring. And the big talking point about this, the spear point. Now this is the best sort of utility blade shape you could pretty much ask for. You get the belly, the long flat cutting edge, and then you get the point at the end as well. See, we have the cat's eye or sort of crescent moon nail nick on here. You can see the grind lines on the blade, which I really love from Wright and Sons. Gives it that sort of hand finished look. You can see we have no swedging, just a nice clean plain blade. And then again on the reverse there, and this is C70 carbon steel. So you can see just from me handling it the last day, there are some patinas from my fingerprints on there, so I have to get that sorted before I send this back to James. But we have the twisted assisted Sheffield tang stamp, which is the twisted assisted logo with Sheffield underneath. Really nice walk and torque on this as well. We're looking at, let's have a look at the pull strength. So I'd say we're about 7.5, and then it gets to about an 8 here until it's in the fully open position. Love the Micarta that James has sourced for these knives. Black and green looks exceptional, and I mean the burlap looks really good as well. I mean the ones I have at home of the Barlow, I do have the natural Micarta and the OD green burlap, which is this, but a slightly more greener colour. And honestly, I couldn't be more excited for this knife. So we're looking at an October sort of release time for this. He is getting similar quantities made up to previous releases. So we're going to be looking at about 25 per handle material. So it'll be 25 of this, 25 of this, and I think there's 2 other materials coming as well. But I mean, isn't this going to be a fantastic work knife? The build quality is amazing. See a little tiny gap down here, but nothing major. It's hafted beautifully, and for a prototype to become in this such quality is absolutely fantastic. Blade right down the middle. What more could you ask for really of a knife? C70 carbon steel. Yeah, it's not going to hold the edge for the longest, but it's a traditional Sheffield carbon steel. Easy to strop, easy to take care of. See the nice minimalist edge that's going to be put on this. Now James has asked for this, that they come sharp, but it's advised that James wants us to sharpen to what our own needs are. So for me, I'd be putting probably about a 20-degree angle on this to make it slicey, but enough for the edge to hold for an extended period of time. You're not going to be sharpening it too much. So the close length of this, we are looking right about the, I believe it's 3.6 inches close, and then we're going to be looking at about a 2.7 inch blade. Now this is a prototype, so specs may change slightly, so I've not done any precise measurements, but I just wanted to get this one out there for you guys to take a look at. And the walk and torque on it is fantastic. I love how they've gone for a slightly lighter pull than they did with the Barlows. Do I love the strong pull of the Barlows? 100%. I think they're absolutely fantastic. But as a work knife, if you're out there and you just want something quick to pull out your pocket, maybe you've got dirty fingers, or you know, you've got mud on your hands, you don't want a super strong pull for that, but enough that it's going to be safe in your hands. And I think they have nailed it with this. It's easy to get to the half stop, and then once you're there, I mean, you can just pinch with your fingers and get that open. I'm really excited for these to come out. I know a lot of people in the community have been asking for a spear point. It's just, everything about it just screams Sheffield handmade. It basically is an Arthur Wright, and well, it's an Arthur Wright and Sons Spearpoint jack. Just got the twisted assisted tang stamp on there because it's an exclusive for them, or should we say a special factory order SFO. This is going to be an absolute bargain of a knife. I believe they're going to be that sub £50 mark, similar to what the Barlows were. And honestly, if you don't pick up one of these, you probably have to wait for the next run, but you want to make sure you can pick these up while you can. But as soon as they become available, I will let you guys know. James will obviously be advertising them on his website when they are, but we're still looking at the end of October sort of time for the release of these. But if they come this quality, the way this prototype is, we're going to have some fantastic knives among the community, and especially one that's UK made, handmade by a cutler at Arthur Wright and Sons. Now, a lot of you US guys may like to pick these up. Twisted Assisted does ship internationally, so you are able to pick these up. Not too sure what the price of the postage is. I'd imagine it's about the £15 mark, but I mean, for tracked to make sure your knife gets to you, I think that's a really fair price. Just give you one more look at the handle materials on this one. Look how beautifully those pins are hafted. There's nothing sticking up at all. It's all immaculately flush, done to such a high quality. Brass liners really make this pop as well. Absolutely phenomenal knife. And this is going to be my Sunday Sheffield, or Sheffield Sunday open tag. If some of you guys want to jump in and do some responses to that, I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to see some of your Sheffield knife collections. But I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.